a little light of truth, and they joyfully obey. Yes, many of us will be flushed out. Yes, many Seventh-day Adventists will be lost. And many people that we have despised. Many of the Sunday people who are sincere in heart, who have never been blessed with the amount of truth that we have been blessed with, who have not been blessed with the health message that we have been blessed with, who have not been blessed with the dress message that we've been blessed with, the educational principles that we've been blessed with, the worship standards that we've been blessed with. No, they have not been blessed as we have been blessed. But they have learned to love the Lord. And they have learned to be obedient to Him. And at the right time, God is going to say, come out of her, my people. Because they are His people. And you, Seventh-day Adventists, who have had great privileges, but you have defied heaven, and you have insulted the God of heaven, and you have been rebellious against the God of heaven, God is going to spew you out of His mouth. If you continue, my sister and my brother, on the path you are continuing, you will be lost. You will be among the many Adventists who will be lost. It will happen. Jesus made this truth very clear. Luke 12:48, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of strife shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. Jesus, through his messenger, emphasizes the reason why most Seventh-day Adventists who are thorny ground hearers will be lost. I quote, Review on Herald, June the 21st, 1892. All that draws the affection from God. Are you hearing me now? I'm closing. All that draws the affection from God, whatever it is that you are doing, that I am doing, that is separating you and I from God, all that fills the attention so that Christ has no room in the heart. If it is television watching, if it is soap operas, if it is worldly music, whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen, must be renounced if the seed of truth is to flourish in the soul. Jesus specifies the things that are dangerous to the soul. This is what he says. He says, the cares of the world. Some Adventists are so hungry for money making that they work on God's Sabbath in a wrong way. They work overtime. That they are tired when they come to church. Some take the Sabbath as a day of rest. Rest. When was the last time you attended prayer meeting? Oh, Jesus specifies the things that are dangerous. He says, the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches and the desire for other things, whatever the other things may be, choke the word that grows, the growing spiritual seed, so that the soul does not draw nourishment from Christ as does the branch from the vine. And the spiritual life dies from the heart. So you are an Adventist, but you're not a Christian. Yes, you are. You're an Adventist, but you're not a Christian. And of course, you boast. I'm a third generation Adventist. So what? So what? Where will that put you if you're not living as a Christian? Do you know? Do you want me to tell you where it will put you? Let me listen on so you can be all right. Love of the world. What did I say? Love of its pleasures and display. And love of other things. Keep the soul away from God, for he who loves the world does not depend upon God for his courage, his hope, his joy. We got to separate ourselves from the world, and there's a lot of separation that needs to be done. Finally, in an article in Manuscript Release, Volume 7, entitled Reasons for Apostasy in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, the following warning is given. If those who claim to believe the truth misrepresent their Lord, they are false light. They neither burn nor shine. Their sentiments and practices are so mingled with the sentiments and practices of the world that there is scarcely any difference between them and the world. When people look at you, my brother, when people look at you, my sister, they can't tell who you are. Can't tell. On the job, you dress like a worldling. You talk like a worldling. You joke like a worldling. You curse like a worldling. You lie like a worldling. They know you are not a Christian. They know you're a Seventh-day Adventist, but they know you're not a Christian. They cherish the same self-love, have the same hungering after foolish pleasures, the same thirsting for amusement. That's what I'm saying. Where is the bent? Where is your affection? Of them, the word declares that they are heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. They are professedly serving God, but serving him after the fashion of the world. They are presenting to the world a distorted image of what constitutes a Christian. They are molding the minds of those with whom they associate to a low standard of religious life. So people are not taught what it, you know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. There was a time when you could look at an Adventist out there and say, there goes an Adventist. Today you can't. The irreligious class are degraded by the example of those who profess to be Christians and yet present to the world only their worldly religion. I don't like to hear people of the world talk about, I'm even a better Christian than he. Or I'm a better Christian than she. Or a better person than she. Because they know who you are. And that's from Manuscript 7, Manuscript Release, Volume 7, page 173. Then the words of doom are given. When the test and trial comes to every soul, there will be apostasies, traitors, heady, high-minded, and self-sufficient men will turn away from the truth, making shipwreck of their faith. Yes? Why? Because they did not dig deep and make their foundation sure. They were not riveted to the eternal rock. My brothers and sisters, I know I've said a lot, but I want to leave this with you as I sit down. Let us as Adventists, Seventh-day Adventists, let us remember what I'm going to say. If you have not heard anything and you have not remembered anything, remember. In the balances of the sanctuary, the Seventh-day Adventist Church is to be weighed. She will be judged by the privileges and advantages that she has had. If her spiritual experience does not correspond to the advantages that Christ had